I won't lose.
Hello, this is Massive347 for another rant. But this isn't like my Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn rant. No. That's just a game. And then how much I hate that game and despise its fucking awful gameplay or water mechanics. That's just a game. You could just not play that game and then, yeah, just forget about it and move on. But this is an entire game console, an entire system, as it were. And the things I've heard about it are fucking mind-boggling. I mean, this is not going to be good, people. You've probably heard this as well, most likely have, and most of the things probably aren't going to agree with you. But my god, it's just fucking ridiculous. This thing feels like it's gonna be, like I said, a total failure. I cannot see it working in any conceivable level. And that's why I'm going to go through it today. So let's begin, shall we? First of all, forced to use KINECT. Yes. It comes with the console. And unlike Xbox 360, where it's completely optional, it only works with some games, this one just shoves it into your face. I mean, my god, it doesn't even give the option to... In fact, it said, I heard one article saying that you can turn on the Xbox One by talking to it and saying, turn on. I'm sorry, but... What if you have a voice problem? What if someone can't talk? I mean, I don't think this is obviously the only way you can turn on the Xbox One. If that was it, then that would really be stupid, because some people obviously might have voice problems, but hopefully that's not going to be the case, no. Better not, but yeah, it said this has to be in it as well, which is probably why the Xbox One is going to be a lot more expensive. I mean, give Xbox 360 some credit, it's completely optional. You don't have to have Xbox KINECT. I don't have it in my Xbox 360, I'm perfectly fine. But this is just shoving it into your face like that. Ugh, I hate that with other games. It's like they don't give you the option. Stupid. Utterly stupid. But this is really the least of your worries, folks. Let us move on. No backward compatibility. Yeah. All those Xbox 360 games, the ones you really love, you know, like Halo or Gears of War or maybe the Fable trilogy. Well, I mean, not the Fable trilogy. I mean, the first Fable game is for the Xbox, but your point is the other two Fable games, Fable 2 and 3 for the Xbox 360. Forget about those, because there's no backward compatibility. Look, listen to me. I know you're probably thinking, you're behind the times, this is old fashioned, we should just keep moving forward. But no, there is a good reason why new game consoles should have backward compatibility. It's so that you have something to play with while waiting for the new fucking games. Think about it. New game consoles would come in, not a lot of games come out for them. But if they had backward compatibility to the last games you played, you had a distraction until the new ones come out. Plus it says, listen, we don't want to forget about our old games. We really love them. We worked hard on them. So to make sure that they are not forgotten and buried into the obscure past, we're going to make them compatible with our new game console. It's proof that they actually cared about their other games. This doesn't. And I was actually angry with the PS3 for a while for not being backward compatible. Some of them were, but only very few. But then I began to forgive PS3 because it actually made HD version of PS2 games. When you make a HD version of a PlayStation 2 game, add trophies and even other bonuses, that proves they actually cared about certain PS2 games. There wasn't HD collections for every single game, but I had a respect for that. That was cool because there were some really good games, like God of War or the classic trilogies to platformers like Ratchet and Clank or Jak and Daxter. The others as well. Some of the HD collections were across to Xbox 360 as well, but the majority of them were for the PS3, which I'm glad they did that. But this one, no. Backwards compatibility is important. It should not be thrown aside. Plus, it also means you don't have to keep your Xbox 360 anymore. You can just use the Xbox One to play your old games. You know, it's just stupid. And another note, have you seen the size of the Xbox One? I mean, I knew the Xbox 360 was big and chunky, but then they made the Xbox 360 slim. The same for the PlayStation 3. They made slim versions of that. In fact, they even made a super slim. I have the super slim, and it's very slim, but it is so huge. I mean, did they not learn from Xbox 360 Slim? Did they even look at that console and think to apply it to their new one to make it spacious? It just looks gigantic. I think it's even bigger than Xbox 360. It looks like it to me. But yeah. So you know, if you do plan on buying this abysmal console, then don't expect to play 360 games anytime soon. Yeah, can't play used games unless you pay for it. First, when I read something like this, it said you couldn't play used games at all, and I was like, wait, what? No. But then, reading further information, I found out you can play used games, but you still have to pay for it. Now, this may seem a little confusing. In fact, I still can't really get the gist of it here. I mean, even if you got like the used game per se, I mean, yeah, you have to pay for it, but the thing is, it might be played at full price. It won't be at a reduced price, so even if it was used, and I might even heard rumours that it might not even work in the Xbox One, like all of them have to be brand new, which is, this is why I have the question mark here. It's completely confusing, it boggles the mind. I mean, the PlayStation 4 doesn't have this. I mean, you really going to buy every single brand new game? Of course not. You buy used games because times are tough. We're still having a problem with the economy and stuff, and getting jobs, and last thing you want to do is just keep buying brand new games. You just want to buy a nice used one. There's nothing wrong with used games, not evil or heinous. And who cares if there's no DLC on the used games? You can just buy them online anyway for a reduced price. That's fine with me. It's ridiculous. It's like they're saying to your face, we're gonna squeeze every penny out of you. Even though we're not exactly made of money. I mean, it's like, I haven't even thought of the prices of the economy. So it feels like I'm looking after some retarded child, and the retarded child is the Xbox One. You have to pay so much to take care of it. And then like a human being, this one is like a human being. The human being isn't doing it on purpose, because it's something a mental dysfunction that might be born with by an accident, which is, you know, it's terrible, but you take care of it. The Xbox One, they created it! They created these things! Okay, next one. Yeah, this one really pissed me off. You can't let them borrow a game unless they pay for it. Basically, but say if I bought an Xbox One game, and my other friend, also an Xbox One, wanted to play the game as well, and I said, okay, yeah, sure, you can borrow the game for a while. They'd have to pay an extra fee. Yeah. I mean, fucking come on, people. An extra fucking fee. That is like the most heinous thing ever. It's ridiculous. No other game console has ever done that. I mean, game consoles weren't lesser, those weren't doing very well. Like the PSP Go wasn't exactly fantastic because you couldn't actually play games or whatever. But even it's just ridiculous. Why would anyone think that's a good idea? Who would do that? You think we're all just greedy? People who play video games? We don't want to share our games with others? No. I don't want to share them with someone. But I'm not going to do that now. It's like if someone to borrow Star Ocean 2, the second story, which I have upstairs, the original one, for the PlayStation 1. And I give it to him, and they said, yeah, that'd be £40. And then the other guy would say, what the fuck? Yeah, seriously, what the fuck? It's just fucked up. It's ridiculous. Horrible, a horrible idea. Yeah, here's the other one. The Xbox needs to be online at least once a day. Now, when I first heard about this again, I thought it always had to be online, even if you played the game. But if it does go offline, you can actually still play the game, but it needs to be online first, because of all the other stupid, ridiculous features it has. But what if you first turn the Xbox One, but you have an internet problem? Does that mean you can't actually play the game console properly? It has to be online? It's fucking stupid. When I play from a PS3 or Xbox 360, it doesn't have, sometimes it doesn't actually go online because it might be an error or something. I can still play the game lickety split, or in the middle of a game. I mean, I think they might have solved that, but I don't know for sure. I mean, it's still ridiculous. Not everyone had a perfect internet connection. There is no such thing as a perfect internet connection. Something is going to go wrong. And this stupid assumption that, once again, boggles the fucking mind. Yeah, here, the game you installed. Microsoft. Do you know the difference between a game console and a PC? You install games onto PCs. In fact, even not every game has to be installed on PC. Sometimes you can take the game out and just put it in again. Not even some PCs do that. All PC-based games. But the Xbox One, it has to be installed? Well, I don't want to play the game anymore. Wouldn't that game take up space? Or do I have to uninstall it and then reinstall it every time when I might want to play the game again? That's fucking ridiculous. Even with the 500 gigabytes, that's still stupid. Why did you have to make this needlessly complicated? Just take the game out and put it back in. That's fucking it. It's ridiculous. You see where I'm coming from here? Is this console look appealing to you? You're gonna be wishing to go to stores to buy this thing? And yeah, here's here. This is the biggest thing. Yeah, I am genuinely afraid for Microsoft at this point. Gaming crash. Now, you're probably wondering what gaming crash? Well, if you were born in 1990, like me, you probably not have heard of it. I didn't hear about it until I did a search on it anyway. And apparently in 1983 to 1985, there is a gaming crash, and the gaming companies were bankrupt because something to do with the Atari, and because there were too many game consoles coming around. But also apparently heard that E.T. pretty much destroyed the Atari, but it wasn't the only reason. I mean, the game was shit, but you can't blame entirely one game the destruction of an industry. But no, yeah, it was awful like for 2 years, and then the NES came back in, and apparently people started to play games again, and it started booming, which is great. But in this one's case, it might be another gaming crash. I mean, maybe not for Sony, but for Microsoft, indefinitely. With all these terrible features, do you honestly, after hearing this, do you honestly think you actually want to buy an Xbox One? No, I don't want to buy this thing. And the other thing is, they didn't even show any fucking games. I mean, come on, people. The PS4 did that. Game consoles are about playing the games. The games. That's it. You can add things like playing Blu-ray or listening to music or copying your music off a CD and playing off a game. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's fine. But adding all these needless features and then just which probably makes the console more expensive than it should be. It should be about the games. Nothing else. I mean, that's I'm afraid not going to do very well. I mean, there is E3. Maybe, by some short miracle, there might be some hope left. If they can somehow pull it back up from E3. I mean, I can't go to E3 because obviously might be in Los Angeles and I'm in the UK, but I'm going to hear about it in the internet, but I just don't see how this console's going to do very well at all. I cannot see anything good about it. Plus, when the games come out, how many games are going to be exclusively for the Xbox One? How many? Oh, we're talking about Call of Duty Ghost, but wait, that's not exclusive for the Xbox One. That's for that could be for the PS4 as well, or PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. In fact, there's still some games coming out for the Xbox 360 and PS3, like Arkham Origins. It's just ridiculous. I mean, the PS4 may have its flaws, but I haven't heard as much anything as bad as this. And I'm learning C++ here. I want to be a game developer, and if this keeps up, I don't know if I really get a job in game development. But now more than ever, do I actually want to be in the gaming industry? So tell them that it's about the fucking games, not about the money. And this is what this entire console is about. It's about the money. Plain and simple. I mean, you cannot see it any clearer than all of those things mentioned, like I mentioned earlier, in the Xbox One, or its features. I didn't mention all of them. Like, for instance, it's supposed to be like it on TV as well. TV? Who the fuck's gonna watch a TV in the Xbox One? I have Sky, or you might have Virgin or whatever. Who's gonna do that? And it's supposed to be an extra subscription on it? No, I'm not gonna. You see how stupid that is? Stupid! They barely even talked about the games. It's fucking ridiculous. It's the worst thing I've ever heard in a gaming console ever. It feels like it's gonna totally bomb. Well, give your comments below. Do you think that the Xbox One has any hope at all? Do you see any positive points here? Anything like that? But that whole use games and borrow games thing, really have to pay, that's what really pissed me off. That's what really said, yeah, okay, I don't think I'm going to be buying this game console anytime soon. I mean, and there have to be a lot of very, very extremely awesome games for someone to buy the Xbox One. And these games have to be exclusive to the Xbox One. Like, and Halo does not fucking count. No. It isn't always about fucking Halo. You can't piggyback just on Halo Xbox One. There are other games which are exclusive for the PS3. A lot more. They don't just depend solely on this one game. There are other games as well that made the PS3 success. It was a bit slow at first, but it slowly caught up. In fact, the Xbox 360 did a lot better for a while because it came out sooner. And it was slow at first, but that had backward compatibility to Xbox games. And then they made updates to slowly tell you what games you could play on it. So to be honest, the only games you probably would play on the only Xbox games you would play on the Xbox 360 would most likely be Fable and Halo 2. Well, to be honest, actually just Fable and Halo 2, because the first Halo game has been remade for the Xbox 360. That's about it, but at least that still has some backward compatibility. The fucking Wii U has backward compatibility. Yeah. But yeah, just like I said, give your comments below. There's so many opinions on this, so I really want an honest answer. If there's anything I might have missed or any other flaws, please don't be afraid to tell me about those. I want to know if there's anything else they're not telling us, so I might not have found out. But yeah, this is Massroom 347, and I fear for Microsoft's future. The gaming side of it, anyway.